Welcome to Spiritual Eyes Oracle. This is going to be a pick a card reading about how to handle the situation with your child. So we have 3 piles. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So think of your situation, choose your pile, and the timestamps will be in the description box below. Okay, this is pile number 1. If you chose this pile, this is your reading. How to handle the situation with your child. We have Ace of Cups. We have 3 of Cups. We have the Empress. How to handle the situation with your child. We have the Hangman reversed. The King of Swords. The 5 of Wands reversed. And the 6 of Cups. Pile number 1, how to handle this situation with your child. The Deer card. The Lakshmi card. How can pile number 1 best handle the situation with their child? We have Cutting Ties. Freedom, Standing Up, Awaken. Stagnant, Stuck, Dead End, Frozen. Nightlife, Striptease, Gamble, Vegas. We have Boundaries, Disrespectful, Enough is Enough, Defend Yourself. Healing, Self-Care, Introspection, and Meditation. And Vacate, Get Away, Relax, and Have Fun. Okay. Okay, so first I'm going to read about this Deer card. So the Deer card in this deck means gentleness. It says, if you have encountered Deer in your deck today, you are being courted by benevolence. Deer is a messenger of the wild divine, but you must adopt her gentle demeanor to receive her teachings. Sudden movements and loud voices cause her to flee. If you offer heartfelt song and genuine praise, however, she may turn towards you. Gaze into her liquid brown eyes to receive the blessings of her loving kindness. Entranced, you may wish you could follow her back into the magical forest, but Deer asks that you remain where you are. As a misery of gentleness in an all too harsh world, This is your purview as mother. Though rambunctious and noisy, children are intrinsically gentle souls. When they appear rough and rude, chances are that they are attempting to shelter their soft-hearted nature by imitating the hard-edged world around them. However, with a mother's soothing touch and affirming words, you can invite your child's essential deer-like qualities. This is what humankind needs. The only thing more powerful than force is kindness, the conduct of love. So as kindness begets kindness, Deer asks that you embody her gentle medicine to establish a lineage of courtesy and compassion. Our gentle mothering forms our children's primary experiences of basic goodness. As a foundational act of kindness, Deer keeps her children nearby, allowing them to wander only as they develop individual strength and sure-footedness. Consider whether your own children need close mothering. Do they clamor for your tender reassurance as they step onto unknown terrain or test a new set of wings? Play hooky from your worldly engagements to spend a quiet day together, reading, dozing, dreaming. Deer nudges us into the gentle, reassuring sanctuary of home. If Deer has emerged from the woods on a day when your home has been possessed by a sharp tongue or heavy hand, you may feel like you want to turn tail and run. All the more reason to be gentle with yourself. Only then can you be gentle with others. Are you straining yourself and your family with unfair expectations? Are you striving for perfection rather than resting in your child's inherent goodness? Soften your positions and your assumptions. Relax into being. From there, Deer leads you to squelch any opposition with kindness rather than threats. Following his enlightenment, the Buddha aligned himself with Deer wisdom. He offered his first sermon of the Noble Eightfold Path. Be compassionate, do not harm, speak kindly, be mindful, and so on. As he gathered a community of followers, his teachings came to epitomize gentle strength. Once you gentle your mind, Buddha says right speech and right action will move through you, enabling you to move mountains, elephants, and quite possibly a stubborn child. So if you're dealing with a stubborn child or a teenager or somebody that's just very hard right now to get along with, this Deer card coming forward here in the reading is encouraging you to get gentle and quiet within yourself first so that you can come across as someone not so harsh to them with your words or actions or however you mother or parent. For some, you need to give your child more space. You need to let them fail on their own, or just take a step back and allow them to see if, be more gentle with them, more kind, and kind of give them the space to be their own person. And if they, are going to screw up, allow them to. That way they'll know. And also, sometimes when you take all of your mothering, your strict rules back, after so long of being that way, your child already knows what to do. So if you just back off, you will, and give them, the time and space to choose what they're going to do. Well, are they going to go to bed when they're supposed to? Are they going to brush their teeth for the day? Are they going to shower? Are they going to, instead of telling them what to do, keep telling them. Try not telling them for a few days. Just see what they choose to do. Give them, their own individual space to choose, okay? If that's something that you're dealing with. Mainly just stop trying to force things with this child and be more gentle with yourself and also with them. It says, use a sweet tongue, courtesy, and gentleness, and thou mayest manage to guide an elephant with a hair. So be more kind to them. Don't force them to do anything, and just see the change that can happen when you do that. Okay. So we also have the Lakshmi card. Which is about abundance versus scarcity. The treasure that invites you to receive is in your pocket right now, the pocket of your heart. The card of generosity, karma, and gifts, Lakshmi, indicates that the angels of fortune hover around you, waiting to bestow their boons. Embrace them by sharing freely what you already have. You must empty your cup in order for it to be refilled. Lakshmi rests on the blooming lotus flower, the symbol of transcendence, and her four hands symbolize the four aims of human life: righteousness, pleasure, wealth, and liberation. The goodness of abundance says that when you follow your dharma, your purpose in life, contentment will follow. Give reverence to Lakshmi with gold coins streaming out of her hands, for she is a goddess of prosperity. She teaches that while you don't need material wealth to feel rich, you must consciously choose to live a life of generosity. If you blame the world for withholding its treasure from you, try turning that thought around. What are you withholding from the world? If you believe people are not giving you kudos, give kudos to them. As counterintuitive as it may seem, abundance comes only to the generous. You can't get what you don't give. In our path of mothering, scarcity consciousness frequently arises the sense that we are not good enough as mothers, or that we lack the material resources our children deserve. This belief locks us into a continual cycle of guilt and self-reproach. It's time to step back, count your inner assets, and trust. I'm sorry about the background. That's my dog in the background making noises. Your children don't require fancy clothes, violin lessons, or private schools. They need the gift of your presence, which you can offer only when you recognize your personal plenitude. Don't be fooled into thinking that abundance equals excess. Think downsize, don't supersize. Abundance is the realization that what you have is enough. Children who may be happy with a cardboard box as they are with a toy inside understand this secret. Rather than obsessing or attracting more for yourself, think about what you can give freely away. Attention, support, goodwill, love. When you give, does it make you feel like you have less or more? Can you give more than you take? Turn mothering into a time of riches, not rags. To attract abundance, follow the counsel of the Vedas. Don't obstruct the flow of wealth. Never hoard nor plunder. Know that what must happen will happen, and what is yours will come to you. Blessings are always dropping their blossoms on you, but only those with keen hearts will appreciate the soft petals of Lakshmi. So you may notice that your child will grow a lot more when you're giving them the right attention. You're not always negative. You're not always striking hard with your voice, or, being negative, or, sometimes I think mothers feel like they have to get on their children about certain things because they want them to be their best. But I'm just getting that isn't the case. I mean, sometimes you need to you'll give them more abundance when you pull back that harsh energy that the deer is telling us to veer away from. With the cutting ties card here, I mean, you may feel stuck with this child, like you're at a dead end with them, okay? And it's come to a point for a lot of you to where you have done everything you can do, and what you need to do is just be more gentle. Give them the space they need. Cut the stronghold you have over them. Be more nurturing, more you know, give them more freedom, and just see that sometimes that's the best thing to do. Break these constrictive ties or these chains that you have on them. Like, if you feel like you sometimes micromanage them, let them be their own self for a while and see what happens. If you feel like you need to get away for a while from your children, if you can't, I mean, try to have someone else take care of them for a while if you can, like maybe a day or two, maybe just a few hours a day, but somewhere where you can just go alone by yourself and kind of get away, relax, or have fun on your own. Go out with your own friends, or do something that makes you happy, you know? And you'll see in doing that you're actually giving them a little bit of space as well that they need, and you're getting the space that you need. But I feel like also with the boundaries card here coming up, that for a lot of you, you need to set boundaries. Or they feel they do. I mean, whoever's being the most disrespectful here, or maybe you guys both are, and you need to step away from one another for a while. Give each other space in order to avoid conflict and respect their differences. I mean, just agree to disagree. Go your own way for a while. Let them do their own thing, you know? You have to sometimes see your children as just another individual who you, I don't know, in this book, in this card deck, in the book, there's a card in there that talks about how we don't own our children. That, I mean, we raise our children, but we don't own them. You have to somehow take your hands off of them and let them live out their own life. Quit micromanaging them. So, you know, give them some space to have their own little fun in life. For them to mess up, or not mess up, to see what their potential is without a mothering or a parental figure telling them what to do all the time. I see with the King of Swords here in Nightlife. What I'm getting is you need to take your heart out of this situation and think more with your head about allowing them to enjoy themselves, go out or go to parties, things like that, like to let them have that time in their life to just live out their own life in that way. You know, it would help if you just let go a little bit and don't worry so much about them, as hard as that may be. I mean, it's easy to say that. But yeah, release a little bit here. You need to cut ties with this grip. Because you will find that if you, especially with a teenager, if you are constantly on their butt or, you know, trying to control their actions and things that they do, you'll find that they are going to become resistant to that. They're going to, and you're going to feel like you have no control over them, okay? You're going to feel like you're at a dead end with them, like you're stalling and stuck when you put too much force in something. So release. The message here is to release. Okay? just want to get a couple of these. We have communication problems. So you may be having communication problems with your child. Someone here may feel the other person's being very disrespectful, or you think each other are with your words. So kind of be more conscious of how you're speaking to them and just set boundaries with it. If you feel like you just need to stop talking, if you have tried everything in your power to change this child, or you just communicate so much to them about doing something a certain way and they just aren't doing it, then do the opposite. Stop telling them. Like if your child won't get up for school in the morning, or won't go to work, or is just late getting up or whatever, and you've told your child over and over how important it is to wake up on their own on time, and how you can't be late for things, and just trying to be a good parent, you know, and they're still not waking up, and they continuously just, you're talking and communication is not working, then you need to stop talking. Just stop communicating altogether in that area, and just let them choose and decide what they're going to do with their own life in that way, and let them fail, or let them see their potential when you back off. Okay? Just want one. Self-care. Buy yourself something new. Okay? So Spirit's asking you to take care of yourself right now here with the self-care as well here with the healing, introspection, meditation, vacay, getting away, relaxing, having fun. Don't forget to be a child yourself. Still be childlike yourself. Go do something that you used to do when you were a kid that made you, where you had fun, or something. Just get away and do some self. Put all this, whatever energy you've been giving out to your child and it hasn't been working or something, just stop, put that back into yourself for now. Okay? So that is all I have for pile number 1. If this did not resonate, check out 2 and 3. Okay, if you chose this pile, number 2, this is your reading. How to best handle the situation with your child. Spirit, how can pile number 2 best handle the situation with their child? We have the Ten of Swords reversed. The Six of Swords. We have the Judgment reversed. The Two of Wands reversed. The Queen of Cups reversed. Okay. And the World reversed. All right. Okay, how can pile number 2 best handle the situation with their child? We have inner work. I'm going to move these up. the pause card. Okay. Spirit, how could pile number 2 best handle the situation with their child? We have nourish, self-growth, self-focused, soul-finding. Distracted, sidetracked, change, delays. Chasing, pursuit, toxicity, resilience. Chemistry, attraction, spark, and passion. Okay. How can you best handle the situation with your child? We have Oshun. And Dolphin. Okay. Okay, I want to start off by looking these cards up in the book, these 2 cards, and getting the meanings like I did in pile number 1. So we have Oshun, which is harmony, and the shadow of harmony is discord. So it says, helped are those whose every act is a prayer for harmony in the universe, for they are the restorers of balance to our planet. To them will be given the insight of every good act done anywhere in the cosmos welcomes the life of an animal or a child. Okay? Mothers conduct the symphony of family life. Often everyone talks at once and runs in different directions. How do you tune each instrument to sing with the others? There would be no music without dissonance, but therein lies one of the greatest challenges and fullest joys of motherhood, to harmonize the family's varied voices and sundry needs. Oshun, the mother goddess of the Yoruba people, comes to you with sage advice about creating harmony by keeping all things in balance. Okay? Through harmony, we experience love, pleasure, beauty, and joy. We know we lack balance when these qualities elude us, just as the year would not turn around without each of its seasons, so too your family cannot evolve gracefully if you leave someone or something out. If your happy home falls into discord, you may want to consider if one agenda dominates. Do adult conversations drown out the song of childhood? Is one sibling receiving favor over another? Master the balancing act. As a mother, you hold the reins and keep all the wheels spinning in turn. When even this is not enough, Oshun comes to your aid. She was unable to conceive until she remembered how the gods had given up something they valued in order to create harmony. A lover of beauty, Oshun cherished fancy robes and fine jewelry. She chose to let go of her excessive finery in order to restore balance and make room for the joy of motherhood. When the children were grown, they showered her with lavish gifts in recognition of her sacrifice. Again, balance was renewed. Where are you in relationship to harmony? By holding on to something, are you limiting other areas of your life? Do you need to cut back on work hours and spend more time at home? Is it time to grant your children greater autonomy so that you have more time for yourself? Let go of something in the name of harmony. Oshun counsels. Trust that it will come back to you again when the spheres align and the time is right. Yeah, so some of you are going to need to sacrifice something in your life in order to create harmony. Figure out what's being pushed or too much energy is put into something, causing an uneven balance, things to be a little bit chaotic. And if it's you that needs to sacrifice something, like maybe your children need your money more than you know, for certain needs that you may want to use that money for something for yourself, say, for example. But right now you can't get what you want. You have to give that money to what they need at the time, you know. Something like that. Something's out of balance here, though. And Spirit's asking you to find that harmony, find where you can balance the scales out a little bit more. And you will be paid back for whatever you have to sacrifice now, okay? That is a huge part of raising kids. Definitely. And then we have Dolphin. Dolphin is about the child within. And the shadow side is the wounded child. So this talks about your inner child. At the moment of giving birth to a child, is the mother separate from the child? You should study not only that you become a mother when your child is born, but also that you become a child. So you will learn from your kids if you allow the space to do so. They may have a lot to teach you if you allow them to be a teacher to you. It is never too late to have a happy childhood, says Dolphin. Motherhood is as good a time as any, and probably better than most. Your children are game. Though your own memories may not be the best, they can help you recreate the summer of your life with days full of mud pies, swing sets, and friendship. As mothers now trying to shape a happy childhood for the next generation, we are brought face to face with the good times as well as the ghosts of our past. Instinctive, playful, and wild, Dolphin holds our quintessential aliveness. If you are home to a happy child within, you're more apt to be compassionate as a mother, okay? But if your tender soul was wounded and repressed as a little girl, you may find yourself playing out harmful inherited patterns. Sometimes to better mother our children, we first need to remother ourselves, okay? Dolphin can help heal your inner child. She is a protector of all things aquatic, including your emotions. Children's emotions are fluid. They are fully experienced, expressed, and released. But we all eventually learn to stifle emotions that are painful and less acceptable. If you squirm when emotions get messy or feel numb when others tear up, Dolphins say that you need a restorative catharsis. Give yourself permission and ample support to experience your full range of emotions, to feel the childlike buoyancy of unadulterated joy. You must also be able to experience your pain. Friend to those stranded at sea, Dolphin ensures that you will not be lost beneath the waves of suffocating emotion. How will you be saved? Play. Children, like dolphins, flourish on a steady diet of play. Blanket forts, snowmen, puddle splashing, water balloons, and puppet shows imprint an exuberant legacy on the psyche. Through fun, we connect to how we belong in the scheme of things. Dolphin shows us how the present moment leaps large and contains multitudes. When we are not consumed by the past or preoccupied by the future, make a playdate with your child. During a game of hide and seek, you may stumble upon the innocent child within you abandoned long ago. No more hiding. Tag her as the joy you have been seeking, and let yourself be found. Okay? So there's a message here to start having fun. Okay? It's good to, as a parent, to acknowledge and know about the different stages of development that your child may be in at the moment. Like the stages of child development are newborn, infant, then they go to a toddler, preschooler, and then school age. So understanding these stages can help parents and caregivers provide the best possible environment for a child's growth and development. So it's important to really, I don't know, if you need to look up your child's age and see like where they're at in their development and what stage they're at, so that you can be a good support system for what they're dealing with. Sometimes as parents, we forget that we're in a whole different mindset than our children are. And we come from a whole different worldview and, viewpoint, to where if we can recognize and be more on their level, we can maybe create more harmony and balance in our relationship with them. Kind of see themselves from that childlike view. Remember what it was like to be that age, okay? Try to go back within yourself and, remember what it was like. So your child might be going through a lot of self-growth right now, a lot of soul searching, a big stage in their life. Maybe they're becoming an adult. Maybe they're 17 or in their teenage years. Maybe they're young, going from preschool, or just being, just starting school next year or something. But it's a problem when there's lack of self-awareness, is kind of what I'm getting to here. Like, we may punish our children for doing certain things wrong when we really need to be nourishing them and guiding them through that stage, instead of pushing them down, like punishing them, scolding them, yelling at them. There's another way to really go about that parenting. And the first is being, like I've been saying, is being self-aware of where they are. Okay? So if you need to look that up, look up the stages of growth, the stage of development, and how to best parent at that level. Even if you already have a child that you've been through that with, like say you already have someone at that age that you've already parented. Everybody's different. You may need advice on how to parent that individual child. They may be different from the one you've already parented or been through that stage with. So also, there's a message here about don't become so involved with your children that it throws you off your own personal growth, okay? You have to spend time doing your inner work. remember that you don't always have to be sidetracked with, if you feel like you're off balance, like you've just spent so much energy putting it to your children lately, it's time to take a pause, step back, and work on yourself. You know, it can get toxic when you keep pushing for change in a child, or there's just no self-reflection. You know, if you're not looking at even how you're doing things wrong or how you can better parent, then it can become very, very toxic. If you're just chasing down your kid and trying to get them to act a certain way, or you know, you're trying to help them as much as you can, that can become toxic if there's no balance. So, okay, don't forget to do your own soul searching, to work on your own passions, to, you need to distract yourself from your children sometimes. And give yourself the attention that you need, okay? This is what I'm getting for this pile. Just getting that in this pile, really, someone, one of your children or something, someone you're dealing with is going through a transition in their life, and things need to be paused instead of pushed forward right now, okay? Yeah. Step back. I'm not going anywhere, okay? Yeah, your children aren't going anywhere, and you as a parent aren't going anywhere. So I think your children know that you're there for them right now. Just don't push too hard. Equal give and take. Okay, yeah. Just like this harmony card. You need to be giving to yourself as much as you're giving to your children. You need to sacrifice if you feel like you have been taking more than you've been giving your children, or there's some kind of whatever's out of balance, like I was saying before. Self-reflect on that and get back more of a balance going on, and you'll see that things will get better. Worried about money at the moment. Okay. Maybe some of you have money problems, or like a lot of us right now, we do. With everything, inflation, and it's very stressful. And I think a lot of times just people worried about money in general can cause extra stress and things to just be out of alignment within a family. That's one major stressor, and it's one for many people right now. So just be aware, take it easy right now. Everyone's going through that. A lot of, most people have been affected by inflation. But just, you have to pause, self-reflect, go inwards when you start to become worried about money, and realize there's a bigger, greater power that can take care of us if we just trust the process. Sometimes giving up control or trying to push will help. You give the load to somebody else. You've done all you can, when you're at your wit's end with something. Just let things flow. Let a higher power help you. And we have commitment. Okay. Don't lose your commitment to anybody in your family, or even to your children or to yourself. Keep that commitment equal. Keep that balance. Keep it. You have to stay committed to your own health as just as much as your children's lives. I mean, okay? Stay committed to being the best healthy person you can be, and also giving your child that same effort and love, but don't overdo it. You know, keep that balance. That's what I'm getting here with this. Okay, so this is what I have for pile number 2. If this did not resonate, please check out pile 1 and 3. Okay, if you chose this pile, pile number 3, this is your reading. Okay. How to best deal with your child, or current situation with your child. How to best deal with the current problem or situation with your child. We have intimacy, bonding, sensual, confiding. We have time, okay? Waiting cycles, moments. We have family, fertility, motherhood, pregnancy. Some of you might be pregnant right now or be planning on a pregnancy. Maybe it's your first child and you're worried about how to be a mother. Soulmates, deep love, unity, connection. Okay. And depth. Awareness, importance, value. And I'm getting that for some of you, you need to spend more time with your child. The child that you're coming to this reading for in particular. You need to bond with them more. You need to give them your presence, your attention. Make memories, make certain moments, special moments with them. Show them how much you value them and how important they are to you. You need to connect more with them on a deeper level. Become aware of how much time you're spending or not spending with your child. That's what I'm getting. Daydreaming, imagining, fantasize. Yeah, make this a real thing, not just something you think about. I mean, really take the time out to go on a trip or do something with your child for the day. Like, they need your company right now. Even if they're not showing that, or you think that they're showing you the opposite. You should be spending more time with them. Okay, bond with them more. Go outside with them, go to a park with them, go swimming with them, go traveling, like I said, go shopping, go out to eat with them, something. Okay, let's see what else we got. We have Star. All right. And we have Pachamama. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but okay. So let me see what these mean in the books. The Star card is about wonder and skepticism. Okay, so it says, no pessimist ever discovered the secrets of the stars, or sailed to an uncharted land, or opened a new heaven to a human spirit. That was by Helen Keller. Okay. Humans have always been stargazers. Through the night sky, we see into the vast universe and are pulled in awe toward the great mystery. The ancients were obsessed with the underworld that was revealed with this when the sun sank below the horizon. The gods appeared as heavenly bodies, the constellations told stories, and the stars conveyed instructions. The stars have a message for you as well. Get out of the house. See, this is what I was saying. And away from the lights to rekindle your sense of wonder. Maybe go do something that you always wanted to do as a child. Just leave the house. Go do something with them. Spend time. Make a special day. Make a special couple of hours, something. Go to the zoo. Even go stargazing with them, or go boating, or on the river, or go camping. Take them somewhere they've never been, okay? Wonder should be synonymous with childhood. A child's good work is the playful discovery of the natural world and the imaginative exploration of magical realms. Pondering the redwoods, exploring the beach, go to the beach, yeah, and falling under the spell of the Milky Way are journeys of enchantment that open the doorway of awe and reverence. From here, we cross the threshold into the temple of our spiritual lives, where we lay the foundation for a meaningful existence. See to it that your child has ample opportunity to marvel at the miracles of the seen and unseen. Then follow her into the world of wonder, where you can lose yourself in the infinite, only to find yourself again as part of the larger cosmic order. The stars, or maybe even spend some time looking up your child's birth chart, astrology, or share with them what that means, or tell them what their chart says. The stars can guide your way. They have long served as portals into the unknown, as well as tools for navigation here on Earth. Our children's rapid-fire evolutions can cause us to lose our bearings. Next time you begin to wonder if you really know your child, look to the stars. The archetypal language of astrology offers a powerful tool for understanding varied human natures. Invest in a simple reading of your child's birth chart. Yep. A symbolic map of the sky at the time and place she or he was born, and see for yourself if this heavenly design might illuminate some dark corners and celebrate the faceted individuality of his or her being. Yeah, so it helps you understand them more as well when you look at that, and why they do and say that or act the way they do, what they need, what their challenges are, where they're going in life, how you can help them evolve. The birth chart can really tell a lot about somebody. You can then overlay your own chart with hers to see how you balance, square, and oppose each other. Yeah, just give more clarity to your guys' relationship. In Latin, the word disaster, dis meaning apart and aster meaning star, forewarns us of the unfortunate outcome of losing our connection to the stars in our enlightened wonderment. If you have drawn this card, you may have fallen under the tyranny of the rational mind. Realign your mothering with magical possibility rather than skeptical limitation. If there's a lot of challenges or stress or just boredom or things not really being balanced here between you and your child, do that. Go out, go do something, or, follow what this card is saying. Around the world, people believe that by wishing upon a star, their dreams can come true. Tonight, you could even do this with them. Tonight, stand at the window with your child awaiting the first starlight and make a wish. Let wonder and wisdom meet, each expanding the other's domain. Okay, cool. And then we have Pachamama, which is, it means earth honoring. And the shadow side is disregard, okay? So it's just really speaking about, or it's making, both of these cards are outside, okay? So I'm getting that you should go outside with your child at night, or go, like I was saying, everything before, a park, nature, get out in nature with them, go hunting, go just plan a camping trip, sleep outside even with them, things like that. Just something that maybe you did as a child that you could do with them. Okay. It says our kinship with earth must be maintained, otherwise we will find ourselves trapped in the center of our own paved over souls with no way out. Yeah, if you feel trapped or just stressed, get out in nature, okay? Pachamama's body is our world. She asks you to recognize that you are within her and she is within you. You are inseparable from Pachamama. Sitting among the trees, you can feel this bond. How long has it been since you paid her a visit? Pachamama comes calling, awakening to the life breath that you share with her. When days are filled with supermarkets and cell phones, we forget the living, breathing planet on which our busy lives bustle. Many children have never even climbed a tree or discovered the microorganism hidden beneath a log. We all suffer because of this disconnect. Mothers, oblivious to the supportive earth underfoot, feel alone in the daily grind. Children miss out on wonder, inspired by the natural world. And Pachamama is threatened by human neglect and abuse. The path to saving yourself and earth begins at home. As an earth-honoring mother, you may already be doing a lot. Buying organic food, and yes, even carpooling counts as steps toward the right direction. But nurturing a direct relationship to Pachamama as the ground of respect for the earth is equally important. Listen to the call of the wild and bring your children along. Together, learn to be at home in the woods. Then each find a special spot where you can be alone and become better acquainted with Mother Earth. You will soon find that you're in conversation with Pachamama and will turn to her when you are stuck in the human mire. Every hike can be a sacred walk if you pay attention to the signs along the trail. Yeah, going for a walk in the woods or out at a park or down trails, taking your pets for walks, things like that you can do. Every hike can be a sacred walk if you pay attention to the signs along the trail and trust your inner knowing to interpret the messages they carry. A bud opening for the first rays of morning light can portend a new beginning. A spider's web stretched across the path could signal the need to weave community back into your life. Like every mother, Pachamama needs to be acknowledged for all that she gives. The indigenous people of the Andes believe that when she feels disrespected, she can cause earthquakes, illness, and crop failures. To appease this powerful goddess, they feed Pachamama with elaborate rituals, prayer bundles, and her favorite foods. Likewise, cultivate earth honoring in your home with an offering bowl. Place a small amount of your family's dinner in a special bowl and take a moment to remember the source of your nourishment. Then take the bowl outside where Pachamama can taste the sweetness of your life and know that she has not been forgotten. Yeah, so remember the nature. Remember Earth, Mother Earth. That's definitely a way that you can bond and spend time with your child. Okay, let's get some more. How can pile 3 best deal with their child in the situation right now? We have the 4 of Wands. You may be planning for some of you, if you're having your first child, you may be planning a baby shower, or you may be getting married. That's just for some people. We have the Emperor. Yeah, because soulmates is here as well. Okay, and we have the 5 of Swords. So how to best deal with your child situation, with your children. The Ace of Cups. And the Page of Cups. Okay. But the 4 of Wands here and the Emperor here under soulmates, a lot of you, or some of you watching, are about to be married, or there's going to be a marriage proposal soon. There's a new baby coming. There's a baby shower. We have the Ace of Cups here, which is, you know, new beginnings, new love, new baby, proposal, marriages, but it's under fantasy. So maybe someone in this pile is hoping to one day get married, or you're hoping to have a new baby. Maybe some of you are going to be surprised soon with a new baby or a pregnancy, and you'll end up being married to your soulmate here, the Emperor. Aries. Doesn't have to be that sign, but yeah, really deep connection here. Or some of you might be worried about, maybe you're having a child or about to have a child, and you don't have this soulmate around. Maybe you're not with maybe you're not with the father of the child. And you're kind of worried about this. Worried how this will impact your child. But you're imagining and you're hoping, you dream of being married, or finding that you're finding your soulmate. That's just for some people. Just know that if you are going through that, things can still turn out very well for children, even if you're a single mom or a single dad. It's just, yeah, I can see how someone would be worried about that, though. That is a reason to worry. And to plan differently when you're by yourself as a single parent versus with a committed partner. Okay. So how else can pile number 3 deal with this? So that might be why you're at this reading, is something to do with a new pregnancy or a new marriage. We have nobody compares. Everything is changing. Okay, you might be going through a lot of changes right now. Something's coming in the springtime. Maybe if you aren't with a soulmate, maybe you have a soulmate coming in the springtime, and they're going to be someone that there's nobody that can compare to them. They're going to be that good for you. I didn't want it to end, okay? Some people here might have been dealing with a situation that ended abruptly, or, you know, the father of your child isn't there right now, or have left. But they might be back, or someone in your life's coming back. Or they're just, someone's feeling like they didn't want this to end when it had to, okay? This is a general reading, so this could be any of the things I've just said. Yeah, there might have been some sort of conflict here. Abusive. Abusive relationship, or someone being sneaky, or, you know, you feel defeated because of something. Or there's some sort of disagreements going on, or competition or something. And something like that might have happened, and it ended a connection with your soulmate. And someone here is daydreaming about a new beginning with them. Okay? That you're you're valuable to this person, or they are to you. Nobody compares you. There's a value here, an importance with this person, with this connection. So you might have broken up with someone, and someone's coming back in, and you will end up marrying them. Something like that. Some kind of, there's been a cycle that's ended, or you're waiting on this person to come back, and they will be in the springtime for some of you. Yeah, I'm getting strongly that there's a mother and father here in this connection. And if there's not right now, there will be. Okay? So that is all I have for you, pile number 3. If this didn't resonate, please check out pile 1 and 2.